In this video, we're going to talk about 5 common English words that are usually mispronounced. Why are these 5 words mispronounced so often? There are about 1.5 billion people in the world who speak English, but only about 360 million speak English as their first language. So you can imagine how the majority of English speakers around the world add something of their own twist to the language. Many of our own mispronounced words happen because we pick up a word we hear from someone else who is mispronouncing that same word which he heard from someone else, and on and on and on. Now, in a few seconds, you're going to learn about 5 common English words that you too might be mispronouncing. So hang on and let's fix your English now. Of the 5 commonly mispronounced words you'll hear in this video, word number 5 is the one that caused me the most embarrassment. But later, I found out that many of my own friends mispronounce that very same word. Now, before we get to commonly mispronounced word number 5, let's start with our commonly mispronounced word number 1. Commonly mispronounced word number 1, pronunciation. Many folks say pronunciation instead. They most likely get that noun sound from the verb pronounce. To fix this, we'll replace noun with the sound none. Let's do some role-playing exercises to get you to practice the correct pronunciation of pronunciation. I'll play Bob. This is me, and this is you. I'll start the conversation. When you reply, make sure to pronounce pronunciation with emphasis on none. Exercise 1. Do you think Mary will pass her oral English test? Exercise 2. What is Marco working on right now? Exercise 3. What's Ruth's biggest challenge in her class? Great job in completing the 3 exercises saying the word pronunciation. If you feel you did well with your pronunciation of pronunciation, you should sail through the next 4 words, including my dreaded commonly mispronounced word number 5. But first, let's move on to commonly mispronounced word number 2. Commonly mispronounced word number 2. Vegetable. Many folks stumble on this word because it looks like it should have 4 syllables, vegetable. But a native English speaker will only use 3 syllables, vegetable. Forget the second E. We won't even bother to pronounce that. Treat it like a 3-syllable word and say vegetable. Let's do some role-playing exercises again to get you to practice using the 3-syllable pronunciation of vegetable. Again, I'll play Bob. I'll start the conversation. When you reply, make sure to pronounce vegetable in 3 syllables. Here's a tip to make you sound like a native English speaker. Stress the first syllable. Exercise 1. Why didn't Mary finish her lunch? Exercise 2. How did Sam lose all that weight in 3 months? Exercise 3. Can I also lose that much weight? Great job in completing the 3 exercises using the word vegetable. Now let's move on to commonly mispronounced word number 3. Commonly mispronounced word number 3, meme. This is a very popular word on the internet. Many folks around the world use 2 syllables and say Mimi, but you you should really just use one syllable and pronounce it as meme. Let's do some role-playing exercises to get you used to saying meme. Again, I'll play Bob. I'll start the conversation. When you reply, make sure to say meme in one syllable. Exercise 1. Why is Bob so angry? Exercise 2. Why can't you stop laughing? Exercise 3. What's keeping Bill so busy? Great job in completing the 3 exercises pronouncing meme. Now let's move on to commonly mispronounced word number 4. Commonly mispronounced word number 4. Comfortable. Here is another word many folks stumble on because it looks like it should have 4 syllables. They say comfortable. But a native English speaker will only use 3 syllables and say comfortable. Forget pronouncing the OR in comfortable. Just drop it. Treat it like a 3-syllable word and say comfortable. Here's a tip to make you sound like a native English speaker when you say this word. Stress the first syllable, comfortable. Let's do some role-playing exercises to get you used to saying comfortable. Again, I'll play Bob. I'll start the conversation. When you reply, make sure to stress the first syllable in comfortable. Exercise 1. You look really happy in your office cubicle. Exercise 2. Why don't you want to ask Dan to join us for a snack? Exercise 3. I don't feel like getting up from my bed. Great job in completing the 3 exercises pronouncing comfortable. Now, let's get to the word that got me embarrassed when I mispronounced it. Commonly mispronounced word number 5. Salmon. Several years ago, I went out to lunch with a bunch of my friends at work. Since it was our boss who was paying, we went to a relatively posh restaurant. When it was my turn, I asked for a menu item that this restaurant was known for. Here's where I made my embarrassingly public mistake. I ordered their salmon steak. Now, without missing a beat, my boss corrected me by announcing out loud, "We don't say salmon steak here, we say salmon." Here's an easy fix. Just drop that pesky L when pronouncing salmon. Let's do some role-playing exercises to get you used to saying salmon. Again, I'll play Bob. I'll start the conversation and then you reply. Here's a tip to make you sound like a native English speaker when you say the word salmon. When you reply to me, make sure to stress the first syllable in salmon. Exercise 1. What are you having for lunch? Exercise 2. What else are we packing for our camping trip? Exercise 3. What does your doctor recommend that you add to your diet? Awesome job in completing the 3 exercises pronouncing salmon. There you have it, the 5 common English words that are often mispronounced. Let's do a quick recap of these 5 often mispronounced words that we covered in this video. Commonly mispronounced word number 1, pronunciation. Commonly mispronounced word number 2, vegetable. Commonly mispronounced word number 3, meme. Commonly mispronounced word number 4, comfortable. Commonly mispronounced word number 5, salmon. Now, which of these 5 often mispronounced words has given you the most trouble? Just send me your comment after this video. I'd love to know. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so you'll know when my next video will be available for you. Okay, then, you have yourself a great day and God bless.